mentored by Johnny Howe, I have found that my trading skills have grown tremendously.
This is John Howe here, and let me just double check. There we go. That should be better for you now. Okay, traders, this is just a quick update. Okay, we're getting into Friday. What's today's date? Friday the 30th. Okay, Friday the 30th of March, and we're having a lot of interesting things happening here on the overall market itself. And the market looks like it's topping out. Okay, the market does look like it's topping out now. We're getting major signs that it is topping out, and we're due for a nice decent pullback. Now looking at the S&P 500 now, and we can see here on the daily chart on the S&P 500 is that if I show you this here, you can see that it's this overall move up through here. If I just show you, just again, this is just going to be quickly because I'll show you this here. We have like a trend line going through there, but if I extend this up through here, and then if I extend it up through there, we can see there's a major trend line going through there, right? Major trend line. But look what's happening here is this market's had a nice run up through here, a pullback, a run up, and then a pullback, and then a run up again, and now another pullback. See how it's struggling around this level here. Now you know what that trend line is? Let me show you here. Weekly chart. Okay, again, this is just going to be quick for you guys because I've got to get going here. But if I show you this here, let me just delete this here. Okay, and let me delete this here. What we can see here, see this resistance over here? We had this support. Okay, so what we had here is, okay, so let's just go red. Okay, so we had this overall support through here, support through here, support through here, and we had this resistance through here. Look what's happening right now. We're right at that resistance point right now, and we're struggling. Okay, so that's one. This is a major weekly line here. So at a major weekly resistance line. Okay, and overall, if we're looking at what we call peaks and troughs, okay, we can see here that we have a trough here, okay, a peak here, a trough here, a peak here, a trough here, a peak here. And also we have basically like what we call a double top up here. Okay, so we're at basically a double top formation on the S&P 500. But look at this here. If I flick it over, and let's actually go over to the daily chart here on this particular setting. And I want to show you something interesting here. This is really interesting when we're looking at the market. Look what's happening here. Okay, look at this. If we're looking at the market right now, and let's just remove this line through here. This is that weekly resistance line, okay? Hitting once, hitting twice. But look at this here, okay? Look at that divergence through there. We've got basically the exact same double top, but look at that divergence. This is very bearish. And we have this overall trend to the high side. I would say that's going to break it. And I would say next week we're likely to spend a bit more time coming to the downside, possibly even to this level through here, which is just probably the 1350 mark. That's for the short term. I'm not sure about the long term, but because the long terms, as we know, long term's hard to pick these days. But the short term, at least the short term, we're going to get a nice decent pullback here. Weakness is coming into the market. This is exactly the signs I've been waiting for. I've been bearish in this market for quite some time. But I've had to just keep I've just had to keep being bullish with this market, okay? But that's the S&P 500 there. That's the overall US market. I do see that we are now in a period of moving down on the downside. And overall, if we have a look at this, we're actually due for a pullback. If you guys have been watching my work for a while, we're actually due for a pullback, okay? Market runs up, and we're at least due for a pullback before if it does continue to the high side. And look at the stochastics over here. Okay, look at that stochastics through there. So market's very toppy right now, and a lot more movement on the downside should come. So traders, I'm out of here. Make sure you say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and that is success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.
being mentored by Johnny Howe, I have found that my trading skills have grown tremendously.
John Howe is truly one of the best traders of the 21st century.
John, thank you so much for all your time in helping me to become the professional trader that I have been striving to be.
And that saw me take home $1,500 Australian after expenses in only 6 trading days.
I now know I could trade on my own and be successful at it, simply because of the way John has taught me.
Over the last 5 to 6 months, we have a 70% success rate. This is amazing considering how volatile the markets are.
But at the end of January, I was in a position where I could finally test out a couple of live trades. Nothing big, not a lot of money, but on the 2 trades I put in 1 week, I was $1,200 clear. Amazing.
And my last few trades have been fantastic.
I just wanted to say thanks, John. You've got a very, very happy camper here.
I'm absolutely positive that I'm learning the necessary skills to trade the market in any condition, and I'm also earning some money along the way, and have found John's knowledge of the markets and his enthusiasm to be fantastic.
He's always available and approachable to answer any questions we have to help us get ahead.
With your phenomenal wisdom and insight into the market, you have given me the confidence to step up and take real responsibility in my trading, and the results are starting to flood in. It really means the world to me and my family, and I cannot thank you enough.
So I really have benefited so much from being mentored by Johnny and applying the techniques that he uses, and his mentoring is second to none. Thanks, Johnny, you've really helped me.
John is the real deal.